Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome to Goal Setting Fridays with me, Marcus. Every Friday, where we kind of talk about a different goal that we want to set in motion and really execute it the next week ahead of us, okay? So, this Friday, we're going to be talking about educating yourself, okay? I think that's something that's really important right now, especially while a lot of us are home with a lot more downtime than usual. We really need to set that time aside and really educate ourselves and maybe learn something new, brush up on some old skills we haven't used in a while, and just kind of furthering maybe some education in a field that we're already experienced in, okay? So let's first talk about what is education. So, education is the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits, okay? So it's kind of all that wrapped into one. And there's different methods that people use to teach education or to learn education, okay? And some of those methods include teaching, training, storytelling, discussion, and directed research, okay? So there's multiple different methods on how you can learn education or how you can maybe teach somebody education as well. It's not saying that one way is better than the other. Some people just learn differently. And so what I really want to touch on now is why is it important to educate yourself? Okay. Self-education is important for success because it helps you to think big like other successful people. Okay. So those people that are really big and successful are always self-educating themselves. You'll see they're always, looking for the next best thing and really trying to get to that next level. And so that's really important to remember if you are trying to advance to another level in your business or career, is that those people that are at that level now have been self-educating themselves, okay? Um, they do not put limitations on themselves. So that's a big thing. Don't put any limitations on what you can learn or how much you can learn. You should have the mindset that you are always willing to learn, always ready to learn, always wanting to learn and take in knowledge and learn more. So don't put any limitations on how much knowledge you have or how much you want to take in. And remember that successful people in life, that is one of the biggest reasons they are successful. So again, as I said, successful people are always striving to learn more, to know more, and really stay on top of educating themselves in whatever field they're in. And again, continuing education can help you to complete and accomplish any goals you have. So if in the next year you want to be at a certain level that you're not able to attain right now, mainly because maybe you're not educated on it, now's the time to educate yourself so that in that 12 months from now, you're able to be at that next level that you want to be at. We have plenty of free time, a lot of us, and we really have to take advantage of that and really make sure that we're using this time as good as possible and not just wasting it when we could be educating ourselves, okay? So, main thing too is as you spend time devoted to learning, the outcomes are positive for your career and overall lifestyle. So that's what you want to remember is this education is only going to help you. It's not going to hurt you. Educating yourself is going to lead to bigger and better things for you. So there's no downside to it at all. So you really want to make sure you're remembering that. Improving your career often trickles down to the rest of your life too. So a lot of people don't understand or realize sometimes when they're educating themselves on certain things, they start putting that into their everyday life, or they start applying it to relationships they have with friends, family, children, spouses. So it really is a trickle down effect that starts kind of affecting everything that you do every day. So again, another benefit of educating yourself is not only are you improving your lifestyle, but you're improving the lifestyle of the people around you as well, without them even knowing it sometimes. And so there's a couple different ways that you can educate yourself, and I really want you think about this over the next week until the next goal setting Friday, okay? So, blogs. Blogs are a great example of how you can educate yourself. Lots of successful people write blogs as a way for them to express themselves and really just get out feelings and thoughts and such. So it's a good way for you to kind of get into the mind of somebody who's successful now and kind of see what have they done to get to that level. What are the struggles that they've had? What are the obstacles that they've encountered? How can I avoid that by learning off of their examples? Okay. Online classes. So online classes are great. Whether you're into like webinars or, doing a small online course that's maybe a couple weeks, that's a great way to really learn a lot more about any particular field you're in. And obviously, the fact that it is online allows you the convenience to be able to do it mobily. And the time constraints aren't as hard as well. So that's always a good thing. Meetup groups. So meetup groups are a great way to educate yourself and meet multiple people in the field that you're considering entering, or if you're already in that field, networking with those people and really trying to level up and grow your business. So I would definitely consider meetup groups to be a great way to educate yourself. Audio books and podcasts. I kind of put that in one category, even though it can be two, because audiobooks can kind of be its own thing. If you don't like to read, regular books, you can listen to it. And obviously, books are a great, great way to educate yourself and learn. But podcasts can also be great as well. It's almost like, I consider a podcast like a radio interview, but educational sometimes. Sometimes they're funny and sometimes they're lighthearted, but a lot of times they're educational. So we have to remember that those are different ways too that we can also learn. That's not always the visual way. A lot of us are auditory learners, so that's a way you can learn that's different from the norm. If you don't feel comfortable, reading a book or going out to meet somebody in person, right off the bat. So, kind of in conclusion, guys, we just want to make sure that we're really using this time that we have right now to our best benefit to make sure we're growing and learning and educating ourselves. That's really the main thing we need to remember in these next coming weeks and months, is that we really want to come out of this situation with as much education as possible to be able to make the best moves to position ourselves to be in the best point in our lives, okay? I thank y'all for watching again. Make sure we are really trying to implement these. I would love to hear your feedback and how this is helping you in your business. And we will see you next Friday on Goal Setting Fridays.